so excited to be here today with Gabby Bernstein. Gabby, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks, guys. I'm actually going to plug in my headset so it sounds better, but I'm super psyched to be with you.
We are too. And we actually have your Miracles Now deck, so we wanted to pick a card really quick for us.
Cool. All right. You want me to pick one?
Mm-hmm. This one. Oh, I pray before I pay.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's right. We always tune in before we do anything with the Adi mantra, so we were kind of doing that before we jumped on with you.
Great.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for being here. We're excited to talk to you and for our whole community to be able to watch this video and really get a little bit more wisdom and knowledge coming straight from you. So we're excited.
Yeah, so Gabby is our mentor, and you've had such an impact in our lives, and especially with starting our business, also personally, of course, with relationships and everything. But, you know, you as a speaker and a #1 best-selling New York Times best-selling author, and just with your course, the masterclass, and everything you've done has given us the confidence to start Elevate the Globe and really share our messages with the world. So we cannot thank you enough. And we know you've helped so many people that we work with as well. So yeah, you know, our audience has been, a lot of them do Kundalini with us. And that's actually how I first found you, just Googling a Kundalini meditation about like 9 years ago, probably like 9-10 years ago. And I found you and then read your book. And so a lot of people who follow us do Kundalini, we're teachers, and are really deeply into the meditation and the yoga. And of course, the next step is figuring out how to really step into their purpose and share more of their messages and really become confident enough to take that step. So we love how you talk about confidence and really everything you share about how you first heard your message that you really couldn't ignore about sharing your gifts with the world. So we think it would be cool for you to share for the people who are hearing that message, but maybe doubting, okay, well, how can I actually have the confidence to turn this into something that I'm going to move forward with in my life?
Totally. Well, you know, I started noticing over a decade ago that when I would give talks or I would lead groups or write books and receive messages from my audience members, my readers, that there was this common theme. And the theme was that people continued to come to me and say, I'm waking up, I'm moved by my spiritual practice, things are changing in my life, and I want to share this with others. Mm-hmm. And some people were wanting to do much like what you guys have done, turn it into their career and make it their business. And then there were people that were wanting to bring it into an existing business, an existing platform that they already had. Mm-hmm. And so they were seeing that their spiritual life wasn't something separate, but that they wanted to live a spiritual life, not just have it as a portion of their experience. And so they wanted to bring spirituality into everything that they were doing. And this was around the time that I was taking my Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher training several years ago. And I was sitting on a yoga mat and watching this Yogi Bhajan video. And I heard him say, I'm not here to create disciples. I'm here to create teachers. And that sentence spawned this movement, this shift that I wanted to create within, which was that I was recognizing that I was here to inspire and empower other like-minded spiritual folks to become teachers in whatever form that meant to them, for them to begin to lead, for them to begin to serve, for them to begin to transcend any limitations that would block them from really stepping in that way. And actually, that's when I created what is my Spirit Junkie Masterclass training, which really is a movement of people, of like-minded people wanting to serve and wanting to be abundant doing it and inspire others by doing what inspires them. So that's sort of what happened when it came to really seeing how I was here to teach confidence and teach people to own the confidence to step in and say, yeah, I have something important to share and it's my responsibility to do it.
Yeah, we love that. And that, was something that really helped me along the way because, you know, it seems a little scary sometimes to kind of get out there and actually share your message, but you know, it's being of service to other people, and really kind of stepping into it. That, like, you know, that Yogi Bhajan quote, and that you've talked about it a lot before, and it's really helped me as well. So like big time, you know. And the other thing that's really helped me as well is this thought around, you know, this mantra around abundance that you always say, that my great work needs to be supported. And that one was a game changer for me when I was moving towards, from like a corporate job to in consulting to what we're doing here now with Elevate the Globe. And it was sort of that bridge time of like, oh my gosh, can I actually do this? Am I going to be supported doing these great things for the world? And it was like, no, it does need, you know, you do need to be supported. Your great work should be supported, and it will be. And so we'd love to know, you know, if you have any other tools that you use still, as you're still, you know, growing your abundance and your wealth and your mindset around it, that you're using now to really continue, you know, on that journey and not slipping into the lack.
So there, you know, I think everybody has different corners of their life where they detour into fear, right?
Yeah.
And they have certain stories that represent traumas from the past or things that they've stayed connected to and hooked into. When it came to me living my purpose and being in an abundance mindset in all forms, that's not my area. That's not an area that's tough for me. That's an area that thankfully I was able to have a quantum shift around. And I teach that a lot, is about how I made that shift and how I decided, overnight decided that the lack mentality and the poverty mentality that I grew up with was not going to be my own. Mm-hmm. And so I want to express that because it's a powerful example of how we actually can have an overnight quantum shift if we choose to. Because I had very ingrained fear-based money stories. And when I was 20 years old and learned how to make money on my own, I realized, wow, I can make money. That story, I turned that story around. And so I think that goes for any corner of our life when we, and not only just like, oh, I can earn money, but I can earn money by doing things that are joyful for me, right? And so that's the most important thing. The other way to stay out of a lack mentality is to continue to focus on the abundance that you do have. So every single day, it's about focusing on what is thriving, not what isn't. And so for me, it's been a really joyful experience of having fun with the work that I do and being moved by the messages that I teach and constantly waking up with new ideas of what I want to write about. And so that's living in the inspired, God-given work that you're here to do is only going to reflect back abundance to you. And so a huge part of what I feel I'm here to do is help give people the confidence to say yes to that God-given, spiritual, inspired work that they're here to do.
Something as quickly as you want to is huge for people to realize so that they can do it for themselves.
Yeah, I lost you guys cut out for a second. So I was there a question in there?
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's really huge. And, you know, I think for you, like for us, at least something that stands out for us with you is how lit up by your message you are and how much fun you have doing it. And you can just tell how enjoyable it is. And so is there anything that you do to kind of stay in that energy of sharing your message from that emotional lit up place? Or is that just something that's always natural to you? Because it's such a big deal when, like, I always like cry when I listen to you. I feel like you just always are able to really share your story in a way that like hits my heart and makes me really understand what you went through and why you're doing what you're doing. And I think that's really special and important. So it's like, how do you do that?
I think the answer is you have to keep it real. So as long as you remain authentic and truthful to what is really happening in your life in a way that's safe for you. You know, you don't want to go out and start telling people things that aren't necessarily safe for you to reveal quite yet. But being honest and authentic about what you're going through is probably one of the most transformational ways to inspire others, because you allow people to see your humanity, and you allow people to recognize themselves in you, which is one of the sutras, one of the 5 sutras for the Aquarian age, recognize the other person as you. And we can't see ourselves and others unless we allow ourselves to be real. And we can't be seen in our truth unless we show up truthfully. So our work is to just be genuine, be authentic, be confident in our authenticity. I think one of the tools for confidence is actually to be more real, to tell the truth.
Yeah. It is. It is very much so. And I just, it's almost like you're just so good at embodying your full story that like you almost hit people from like at the heart center, and everyone just is like, oh my God, I can actually feel you. And that's just really cool. It's like a very special skill to have. And one that I think a lot of people who look up to and admire what you're doing and really, like, I think they're almost like, how can we hone in on that skill of like, dropping into that center. So thank you for sharing that. I really, really appreciate that. So this might actually kind of go into this next question a little bit, but it could be a little different. So we're wondering, what the biggest thing that you notice that really is the difference between the people that truly end up standing out in the world and those that, and they go big with it, and then those that don't,
Right. I think that the people who stand out most in the world are the ones who are willing to go to the places that scare them and reveal the underbelly, really. And and that doesn't mean that they're necessarily doing it through telling every detail of their life, but they may be doing it through the music that they sing, or they're doing it through the expression of the art that they create, or the way that they communicate with others. So just having the bravery to go to places that are uncomfortable allows you to be seen in a different way, I think. Mm-hmm. Also, when you're lit up by what it is that you're doing, when you're leading from a place of joy, then you will be led. I always say, lean towards joy and you will be led. And so when we're in a place of joy, that joy will guide us and show us the next right action. And it also will help us really light up others as well. Because when you see them,
I know it's such a big one. I feel like especially like being a new mom, and I'm a mom as well, I think a lot of people just can kind of get caught up in day-to-day life and forget that that's the most important thing, is to tap into that joy and to continue to share that in whatever way works for them. Like you said, whether it's singing or whatever is really unique to you and to the individual person is where all of the gifts lie, and just continuing to tap into that.
Totally agree.
Amazing. Well, we're so excited. I mean, everything we've been talking about around abundance and really getting out there and sharing the message and standing out, all of it, we learned so much from you, and specifically from the Spirit Junkie Masterclass. And I actually share the whole story on another podcast about how I actually went to New York and did the live training before you offered it online, and what a big, massive impact that had for me. So we're so excited to be partnering with you and really to be sharing the opportunity for other people to experience the same thing that we did through Spirit Junkie Masterclass specifically. So we think it would be cool for you to just kind of go through more about what you actually guide everyone taking the class through and what you go over in the course.
So the Spirit Junkie Masterclass is actually now a digital course, and you had the opportunity to do it live, which was awesome. Yeah. And then we took those live trainings from several weekends and amortized them over an 8-module digital course. And the course is equal parts spiritual personal growth and equal parts business and abundance and changing your money mindset and stepping into your earning capacity and learning how to carry your message in whatever form that means for you. And we have students from all walks of life. We have people that go from corporate to coach. We've got people that are lawyers. We've got bankers. We've got all kinds of people in the wellness arts. We've got yogis, coaches. So it's a powerful group of people that come together, and their shared intention is that they want to inspire others by doing what inspires them, and they want to be abundant doing it. And so I created this training where the first half of the training is all about how you can reprogram your belief systems, reorganize your fear-based stories that have been holding you back, step into your confidence, really rely on a higher power of your own understanding, and really open up to a spiritual faith that's yours. Learn how to use spiritual tools in the work that you do, whether it's guiding meditations or speaking confidently or writing a book. And then the second half of the training is all about how to make money doing it. And that's whether you're bringing spiritual principles into your existing career or you're leaving a career to become a more spiritual wellness-minded profession, whatever that may be for you. And so you guys actually are like living proof of why it works, of how it works. And it's amazing to be able to witness, and I'm proud of you to see that this is exactly why you are the reason I created this training. And so the second half of the training is marketing. It's how to write a book, how to give a public speaking engagement, how to change your money mindset and become more abundant, how to unapologetically share your message with the world. And I give a lot of practical resources also, how to use the internet to get a message out there. And there's countless teachers that have come through the training, and it's a really unique training because it is equally spiritual and personal growth related as it is business oriented. So that's what I think is probably the most exciting about this training.
We love it so much. And, we've used it in so many different ways, like for the business, for Elevate.
Yep.
But then like Britt's actually used your speech training to do a message or a speech at her mom's funeral even.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that was literally, when I went to the masterclass, it was a week after she passed away, and it was the very next week. So I literally used your outline for that. And I mean, it's really just everything you give, I feel like can translate to all areas of life. And it's really awesome too, because we got our first book deal, and we're in the middle of writing our book that's coming out 2021. So everything about
girls, so good. So good.
Like, it's just really so cool to, kind of, it's almost like we're kind of coming full circle because, a lot of the work that you've done has really helped us kind of go into this, like, it was like a launch pad. And we love the message that you share about how your story is so important to share because nobody can tell you that it's wrong. And it's about really amplifying it. And I feel like that's what this course really does, is just help you absolutely amplify everything inside of you. Like, get in there first and then amplify all of it out. And it's just something really beautiful that you've done. And,
something we go back to all the time too.
Yeah.
After something that's coming up for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great resource because you can return to it always, and it will always be added to. And then this year when we launch it, there's a really extra bonus, which is that I'm actually hosting a free live event so that the digital people can experience me live as well. So I'm doing a full day called Spirit Junkie Live, and it's all about transforming your money mindset and stepping into your confidence. So it's taking those two elements of masterclass and just elevating them and highlighting them and featuring them more. And that training is going to blow people's minds, and it's completely free. It's the value of that training, that day training, is $19.99, but it's free. So it's like a $2,000 training. It's free when you sign up for masterclass. Oh. So that day with me is going to be what you got to experience when you were live in the room.
Yeah, that's huge. And this is the first time that you've done that. So.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
When is that? Is that August 10th?
It's August 10th. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
No.
Amazing. And then what other bonuses? Because I know you have so many incredible bonuses this year. What else are you giving out?
There's so much. There's the business basics course, which is all back-end business basics that my team of business experts came in to give people contracts and give greater understanding of how to handle your accounting and really stepping into the back end of your business with a spiritual mindset, but also a consciousness that you may not have otherwise had. There's several group coaching trainings that I'll be leading with the people that are in the training. So they'll get me taking them through the modules and giving them that guidance as well. And if anyone signs up with the full payment, they will also get an extra bonus, which is my God is my Publicist course, which is all about how to manifest media for your message. So there's a lot of different things, but the biggest bonus of all is the Spirit Junkie Live, which is this live event, and it's on live stream and in New York City.
Incredible. Well, we're gonna be going to Bali, or else we would be there, but we're definitely gonna be checking out the live stream, and we're so excited for everyone that's gonna be there. So this is incredible, Gabby. Well, thank you so much for explaining everything. I feel like this helps for everyone to hear it from you, and to just go through everything that we talked about is so helpful for us, and we know everybody listening. So we can't thank you enough for all that you do.
Yeah.
So good to be. I'm so proud of you guys. It's so awesome. Thank you for being living proof of the masterclass working.
Thank you. It means so much.
Yeah. So before we go though, we do have a couple last questions we would love to ask you. And the first one is just right now in this very moment, what is your favorite way to elevate yourself?
Walking uphill 4 miles.
Oh, wow.
With my 17-pound child on my chest.
Jesus.
Oh, a nice butt workout.
It was really good butt workout. Yep, uphill. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I love the symbolism of the uphill.
That's it. That's it. It's helping me a lot.
Good. I love it.
And then if there would be one message that you would share, the whole world is listening, what would be one thing you would tell people listening?
Take care of your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it lightly. Like, honor your thoughts and work your thinking so that you can change your living.
I love it. You're all about those thoughts and then kind of moving them with the energy. And we love that. Yeah. The perspective shift is huge. It will change everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So
All
thank
right.
you so much, Gabby.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for this.
Yeah.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you, love.
And
This
you
has been-
too.
Yeah, you too. This has been so amazing, and we can't wait for the masterclass and the live and everything to come.
Yeah. And
Right on.
that nom.
I know.